Yes, he wanted to meet up at his place. I know. And he also didn't really look like the guy in the pictures. I got the goods for this story time. I figured I could put in a little Dutch food. So I got the greatest things that you can get. This is typical Dutch. It's frikandel speciaal. It's a special sausage, I guess. It has curry and mayo and onions on top of a sausage, but it's not like your regular sausage. It's a typical Dutch thing. And I got my favorite thing of all time. It's a berenklauw, which pronounced to English is a bear's claw. It's basically meat with onions and peanut sauce. And I could eat this every single day. And then last, but definitely not least, I got war fries. In Dutch it's called patatje oorlog. If you pronounce it to English, it's called war fries, war fries, I don't know. It's basically mayo with peanut sauce and onions, but I see that they forgot the onions. Well, that's okay. Okay, but let's get to business, which is the whole reason why you clicked on this video, probably. And it's about my Tinder experiences. I have 3 very funny Tinder date experiences story, so we're just gonna start with the first one. Number 1. This was, I think, my very first Tinder date ever. I'm gonna call him Tim. It's not his actual name, but I'm just gonna call him Tim. Tim was really, really nice. He seemed really, really sweet. I was like, you know what? This could be a great first Tinder date. So we started chatting and then eventually actually planned a date within that same week, I think. And he lived like an hour away from me, but he had his own car, or a car from his parents that he could just use whenever. And he decided to just drive all the way over to my hometown and then pick a bar and then just meet up there, which I thought was very sweet because we could have just met in the middle, but he really wanted to just drive all the way to my hometown and then just hang out there. So I picked up the bar. I told him to go to that specific bar. I was really nervous because this was going to be my very first Tinder date, my very first date after a relationship that I had. And I got to the place and I walked over to the bar and I saw him from afar. And let me tell you, it was the cutest thing ever. This was my very first Tinder date ever, and he set the bar high. He was waiting for me with tulips, Dutch tulips, and chocolate. He was dressed nicely, and he just, I don't know, it was like such a cute vibe, and I was like, I thought Tinder dates didn't go like this, but I got flowers and chocolate, and I was like, okay, this is a keeper. So we went inside, chatted the whole night. We found out that it was a cultural night that night in my hometown. So in the supermarket, in every restaurant, there was something to do. There was either a band playing or you could go dance all night long. It was actually one of the most fun dates I've ever had. I think it was so nice and I was like, oh, I really want to like him, but I didn't. He was literally too sweet for me. I can't really explain how that works. But we had a really fun night and he just set the bar so high. I was like, how can you show up with flowers and chocolate on a Tinder date? So that was Tim. How it ended, I just told him how I felt, that it wasn't gonna go anywhere. We tried to remain friends, didn't work out. That's a whole different story, but yeah, that was my very first Tinder date ever, and I'm very grateful for it. I had a fun night. Then, number 2, let's call him Jeff. So I had this date with Jeff. He actually lived in the city I go to school to, so I decided to go to his place after school because it was the most efficient. Yes, he wanted to meet up at his place. I know, like this is a Tinder date you expect. But yes, I went to his place. So I had to take this bus to his student apartment building. He was late. He was supposed to pick me up at the bus station, and I got out of the bus station in the middle of nowhere and it was dark and he was not there. And I was like, this is totally different from my very first Tinder date. I was so disappointed. I was like, where is the guy with the flowers and the chocolate? But then I had to realize, you know, Tinder dates don't actually work like that. So I waited like a couple minutes before he finally arrived to tell that he was really tall, a little too tall. I am tall, but I like a guy who's the same height as me or just like a little taller, but not, you know? And he also didn't really look like the guy in the pictures. But it was like, you know what? This could still be a lot of fun. So we went into his student apartment. We sat down on his couch and we just started chatting. He asked me if I wanted to drink something. And I was like, yeah, what do you have? And he's like, oh, I actually didn't like, I only have water, tap water. I was like, sure, tap water is fine. I was like, you know, if you do invite a girl over, at least like buy some beers or, you know, a bottle of wine or just like something. But don't give me tap water. Maybe that's spoiled me, but so he had nothing, no snacks, no drinks. I had to do it with water. And then we started chatting, but he was just so awkward. Like I couldn't like normally talk to the guy, like have a normal conversation. Like everything had to be so awkward. And that was because he was doing the date for specific reasons. And I think we all know what those reasons are. And I was kind of like, you know, I kind of need to see what the vibe is before. I'm not that kind of girl. So, and then he asked me if I wanted to watch a movie, and I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Should not have said whatever because he picked one of his favorite movies, which was a German movie about Hitler. A comedic movie about Hitler. And we actually watched it. And I had to fake laugh through some of these scenes. And I was like, oh God. And in the meantime, I was texting my friend like, oh my God, SOS, I need a way out. But the Hitler movie, really? Come on, couldn't you not have just like picked anything else? So like, talking was awkward with him. He had no drinks, food prepared whatsoever. Movie choice, boy. Don't pick a Hitler movie, please. Please. Jeff, you can't do that. You literally can't. And then it got really hot in the room and I was wearing this sweater. I was like, hey, could you please like turn off the heat because it's getting really hot in here. Guess what he said?
You know, you could just take your sweater off instead.
I could. He could also just turn the heat off. But I figured that he probably wasn't going to do that. So I took my sweater off, which was fine because I had a t-shirt underneath it. And I was like, I need to get the hell out of here because this ain't working. I feel no chemistry whatsoever. I could tell he really wanted me to stay. I was like, I really have to go. And then I texted my friend who lived like a city away from where I was. She's like, oh yeah, sure, I'll just come and pick you up. So I took the very last train from the city I was at to her city. He dropped me up at the train station. He tried to go in, but I was like, bye. And I ran into the train. And then he texted me and he's like, I really had a great time. You know, we can meet again. And I was like, I don't really feel like watching another Hitler movie, so I'm just gonna pass. Date number 3. We're just gonna call him David. David and I really hit it off Tinder, like texting a lot, and like it was a lot of fun. And then we decided to go out for drinks in the city. I was like, sure, cool. Love that. So I met up with him. He was a really nice guy, really good looking. But I don't know, there was just something about his appearance that was not attractive to me. Which can happen, you know? Like, there was just something about him that I just didn't find attractive. But I was like, you know, just give it a shot because our energy really hit it off. So I went to this restaurant. They have tables outside as well. I think it was in the summer that this happened. And we walk over to the table, and then I found a table and I was about to sit down, and he yells,
No! Wait!
He scared the shit out of me. I turn around. I'm like, what are you doing? What's wrong? And he's like,
I'm supposed to do this.
so he walks over to the table, and then he grabs my chair and pulls it aside so I can sit down. You don't even want to know the amount of people that stared at us. I thought it was kind of cute, you know? Chivalry is not that, but like, ooh, I hate it when the attention is on me. And he yelled so hard that people like turned around and were like, what's going on? And then I mean, it's cute, but it was too much. So I was like, oh God. Ugh. So we sat down, we had a really, really nice chat. But there were just a couple things off. Or like, I wish we could have become like really good friends, because after a while he asked me like, hey, so how do you feel about this date? And I was like, I really, really, really like it, but I am not attracted to you. I would really love to be really good friends still, because we hit it off so well. Like, we could have been such great friends. But he told me no. He told me no because he could literally not be platonic friends with me. Which kind of broke my heart, because I genuinely liked him and I loved his vibe and I loved the kind of person that he was. But he was really honest, and he told me that he could never have a platonic relationship with me because he envisions doing things with me. That's literally what he said. And I was like, well, that is honest. Very honest. I mean, I get it, I guess. He was actually very respectful as well, because when I told him no, he's like, okay, that's fine. He kind of tried to turn the situation around, but I just wouldn't. I mean, I really wasn't attracted to him, so I really couldn't do it. But I was like, but I really want you as a friend. He's like, I really can't have you as a friend because... Anywho, David dropped me off at the train station. It's really cute, but I never saw him again. But hey, you know, at least he was honest about it. It's so funny how every single Tinder day can go so entirely different. I hope Tim, Jeff, and David are doing well. I haven't spoken to them. Actually, that's not true. I spoke to, what did I call him again? Tim. I spoke to Tim a couple weeks ago. It's actually not worth mentioning. I hope you enjoyed that story time. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go and finish my food. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to turn your notification bell on so you know whenever there's a new video. And if you're ever in the Netherlands, try this out. It's really good. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.